Bayou Lacombe.
Yeah.
How many cattle did you run?
I had to run 200 some more heads.
Wow,
250.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
butchered them too, or you
Yeah,
just
we
sold them?
get so many, butcher some, bring them to the slaughterhouse, let them
Yeah,
kill them for us, you know.
yeah.
And then I sell to the place, you know, sell to them off. You know, and then that's the that's the world education man that run our lake. What they did, they brought Nutra over here.
Oh.
We never did have no Nutra. And they came, the cow was producing the lake. The cow eat the top of the grass. But the Nutra was getting on the bottom and getting the root and killing them all. That's the reason we got more water, open water than anything. But because it's supposed to be well educated and bring Nutra over here. We didn't have no Nutra. We used to make our living in the marsh. I made my living in the marsh. I used to make $50 a day, sometimes $100 a day.
That was good money then.
Yeah. We used to trap and fall, you know, get them fall.
What
mink,
beaver,
muskrat, and
muskrat,
and otter. Used to catch otter.
otters, yeah.
Yeah, muskrat and otter and mink and stuff. Yeah.
You trap alligator too, on alligator?
Well, we didn't fool too much with alligator. We used to eat alligator at that time, you know,
Yeah.
cook alligator.
Yeah.
You see, my mother and my sister, they had wagons and horses. And they used to hitch up the wagon and put number 3 tub in the wagon and go out in that swamp and catch crawfish. They come in with 2 tubs, a number 3 tub with crawfish, and the people used to laugh at them. The white people and some of the colored people.
Wow.
Boy, they used to laugh at them. Say, what them old people fool gonna do with them old muddy crawfish and stuff like that. Yeah, they laugh at them. And
They didn't eat their crawfish?
huh?
Why?
No, people didn't eat no crawfish them time.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm telling you. They wouldn't eat no turtle. They wouldn't eat a turtle.
Cowan? They
No,
wouldn't eat their
no, they wouldn't eat that.
Cowan sauce piquant?
Yeah, they wouldn't eat that. They didn't know nothing about
They
that.
don't know what's good.
And
huh?
well, my mother and my sister, they used to get them crawfish, make crawfish beef, and they used to clean them heads and stuff them things. And you talking about good,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Them old people could cook, man. And
How many were in your family, Mr. Batiste?
huh?
How many brothers and sisters did you have?
No, I didn't have too many. I had 2 brothers and 1 sister. That's all.
Wow.
That's all. And my baby boy, he died. When we had that World War One, we had all that flu that killed so many people.
1918, yeah.
Yeah,
It was a
killed
big
people like-
epidemic. Yeah.
Oh, it killed people like flies.
Yeah.
It killed a couple of my uncle there.
Is that right? Yeah.
Oh, it killed a bunch of people. He killed my little baby brother.
I'll be
He
done.
had some kind of flu like they get, and the doctor couldn't do nothing about it.
Oh.
Sometimes the old people had to say something. You see, my grandma was a midwife. My mother was a midwife. My mother used to get on horses in the back of a man, them white man, and colored man, and my ride all the way to Port River, deliver baby.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know how much you could get? $5. Sometimes you get one, got a little bit more, you get $7.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mother used to do that. Yeah. And my grandma used to, midwife too. I used to carry my grandma on the bayou, in skiff, across the bayou, the little baby across that bayou and stuff like that. Oh, yeah.
How did you get to New Orleans?
Huh? How we had to get the schooner. That's where we had to get, that's where we had to get our food a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it on a schooner. You see the same way they got the warehouses different places. Well, warehouses in the bayou. That's where they had them warehouses, them where they had a bayou.
Uh-huh.
And then people had to come get that grocery out of there with a horse and wagon. You
Yeah.
see. Yeah. I never forget that. I don't know that.
Yeah.
And them old people like to have what we call dance, bouquet dance.
Bouquet?
Bouquet dance, you see.
Bouquet. I never heard that.
They
What's that mean?
what it was, they had cook a cake, and they put a corn in that cake. And then they served that cake. Who had to get that corn, if it was a man, he had to get him a lady for his partner. If that was a woman get that cake, she had to get her a man. Get it, she had to get her a woman, and they call that car dance bouquet. And them old people used to cutting up and dance to it.
Yeah.
And when the other schooner was coming, with their food and stuff, them people that brought that schooner, they said, "Oh, come here." Hey, I've been there no more here. I've been there no more here. God, boy, I've been there no more here.
Yeah.
And
What's that mean?
they started laughing and driving, they were carrying their food in, Yeah.
Oh, manger. Yeah, manger.
Manger, that's something.
Manger. Yeah, to eat. Yeah, right. Okay.
You know, our old people were smart a long time ago. Them old people that run schooner, they used to get up at night and look at the stuff, and they could tell which way the wind gonna blow next year. Yeah, I'm walking, I mean. Yeah, they could tell which way the wind gonna blow. Them old people were smart a long time ago, yeah.
Well, yeah, they had to be.
They didn't know nothing else.
They didn't. You had. They didn't have radios or TV or
Nothing like that.
anything like that. They had to rely on their
Yeah.
own. Yeah. Did you ever work on a schooner?
I work on a schooner little. I work on a freight boat. I work on a freight boat. I was a little boy, about 15. I work on a freight boat in New Orleans to Mobile, deliver freight. And
Was it a sailboat or a
that
steamboat?
had sail and motor.
Yeah.
Motor.
Uh-huh.
And when you go out there, make a trip, you make that trip, it take you a whole week to go leave New Orleans and go to Mobile and back. You see. And we get the $15. And I got over there, and then people find out that I could cook. So they put me in the kitchen. I never did have enough heavy feed. And them times, they didn't have no machine to put that feed. They had 2 men to put it on your shoulder. And then you had to walk up there with it. Yeah. It was rough then.
Yeah.
And you see like a dry swimp. The more people used to go and catch their own swimp and dry their own swimp and everything.
Yeah. There's a lot of shrimp in the lake in those days.
Oh yeah, we had all kinds of swimp.
Yeah, a lot of crabs.
A lot of crab and everything. Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything.
Well, it looks like it's coming back. The lake's getting
Yeah, we
better.
had a very good bit of crab this year.
Yeah.
And we had a good bit of fish too this year.
Yeah, you go fishing still?
No, I used to go a long time ago.
Yeah.
Now I don't go fishing. I got a boy. Them boys go fishing. The Israel go fishing.
Yeah.
And they give me all the fish.
Oh, I know. I saw Israel out there before.
Yeah. They give me all the fish I want to eat. What makes me go out there now?
That's right.
I used to go out there though.
Well, what you grow in your garden? Israel told me you go out there every morning and work in your garden.
I got mustard greens, turnip.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I got my garlic plant and different things. But I raise most of the stuff in the spring, when it's summertime.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I always raise something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always raise something. I like the food on there.
I see you got a couple of horses out there.
Yeah, that's Sam horses.
Yeah.
Them 2 grandsons of mine didn't want me to get rid of them horses.
Why?
They tell me we had them horses for Paul. We used to run them cows with them horses.
I know.
And he said, "You keep our horse. Our horse is too good to get rid of." I said, "What's that?" I got to take care of them for them and feed them.
Oh.
So I don't raise no cattle no more. I raise hogs though.
Oh, you still raise hogs?
Yeah, I raise something. I got to do something. I got to do
Yeah, I mean, that's good. Good
Yeah,
therapy. It keeps you going. Keeps your blood circulating.
Yeah.
Keeps your mind good, you know.
Yeah, I do that, yeah.
Well, you saw those pictures I showed you that Owen took in the cemeteries, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what is your cemetery?
My cemetery is William, we call it.
Williams, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And
but now we got a new one across the bayou, you know.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew you had the Williams. Where's the other one?
The other one is, what they call it? What's the name of it? It's old William they call it, isn't it, for you? Eh?
Bayou Lacombe Cemetery.
Eh?
Where's that, is it?
It's off Shady Pine Road.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Legacies Street. You know Legacies?
yeah, okay, yeah.
Right to the left and you go down.
Well, you know what's that, huh?
Yeah, I know that.
Huh? You got everything down? What do you say?
That's the mirror.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got an aunt, you know. He's 97.
An aunt?
Yeah, mama's sister.
Who is that?
Yeah. Aunt Tutu, she lives here.
Tutu?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the one that we saw in the picture Peter showed us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that she said yeah. Batiste, she's a Ducree, right?
No, this one has a Batiste.
Batiste, no. Well, wasn't she a Ducree before?
No, she was Atlo before.
Oh, okay, that's another one.
Atlo. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to be able to talk to people. See, what I'm looking for is to get an idea of how people lived and worked, and
right.
you know, what did you do for entertainment besides the dancing? I mean, I know that.
Yeah.
Were there a lot of ballrooms and?
Well, they've been having a lot of ballrooms.
Yeah.
But you couldn't go in the ballroom unless you was 21, you know.
Oh, come on.
You had to be 21 to go in the ballroom. And you see now, the reason why they kill so many people around ballroom, they let women go in there. You see, a long time ago, a woman couldn't go in the ballroom. There were a lot of women in there. Yeah. If you had your wife, you want to bring liquor for you had to buy it and bring it by the house. But she couldn't go in the ballroom.
Yeah.
They didn't allow no women in the ballroom.
Couldn't ride in a car with a priest or go in a ballroom, huh?
No. No.
Maybe that's a good idea, huh?
Yeah.
Because, that's how a lot of fights get started.
But I tell you, people had lived better than that time, you know.
Yeah.
You see, they didn't go and kill one another like fry, you know. I mean, they didn't go do that. Yeah. People didn't do that. People try to help everybody. Did
y'all have like dances in Lacombe? I mean, or did you have to go?
No, they have little dancing.
Yeah.
There are places they have dancing.
Yeah.
Little dancing, yeah.
Well, back when they were cutting all the timber, back in the 20s, you were a young man. Did you do any work cutting, logging, or stuff like that?
Yeah, I did that. I did all that.
You did all of it?
Yeah, I did a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see right there where the state park is there now.
Yeah.
Where they got the hospital there?
Yeah.
Well, I had to pick up plywood knot out there when that thing was clean. You see them trees that them bugs killed there?
Yeah,
that grows after that.
Right, those are all trash trees.
Yeah, they grow after.
That's all loblolly pine.
Yeah, but they had good timber there before.
I know.
Them old men were trying to kill them squirrels. They couldn't kill them squirrels so high in them trees. They had the regular old gun. What they did, they went to New Orleans and found a place where they had made them long barrel guns. Where they had made them old long guns, and they come back, they start killing them squirrels then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was the long needle pine that was growing
there, right? It was good pine.
Yeah.
And cypress, I see they cut cypress in that swamp there. They had to use a 9 feet saw.
Mm.
And they had kind of built scaffold to get high where they could cut it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 4 men, 2 men on one side and 2 on the other side, pulling that saw to cut it.
Okay. Bet you those were big trees.
Oh yeah.
Now, where was the cypress swamp in Lacombe?
The cypress swamp was out there that way.
But down where the marsh is now?
Yeah, down Washington around there.
Yeah, down Lake Road more, huh?
No, down towards going to Big Branch up in there. Going
Toward
up
Big
over there.
Branch, yeah.
Yeah, all along that school down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave here going all the way up there.
Well,
And then all the way to Vita, Madison.
yeah.
All up in there, all along that lake shore they had. Cypress all up in
Do you remember the parrots? There used to be parrots, parakeets, I guess they call them, the birds that lived in the cypress trees. And I understand when they cut the cypress down, all the parrots
there. Will come out.
died. You know.
Yeah,
So
died.
I mean, do you remember seeing any when you were young?
I don't know if I did. Maybe
Yeah.
so, I reckon. But I'll tell you what we had. We had plenty of eagle here.
You did.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had plenty of eagle.
Yeah.
I seen a boy kill an eagle, and they measured. If we ever would have put him in jail, they catch him. That eagle wing, one end to the other, 8 feet.
Wow.
A big eagle.
Yeah.
we had plenty of turkey and stuff out here.
They got one I know that's nesting around here now. I've seen him.
Yeah.
A bald eagle.
They got one that's been laying back there in that swamp there for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that boy of mine tell me, no, that old boy, he tell me, you know, Daddy, I said, what? I'm gonna bring you out there, show you that eagle nest. He's still yet coming there. He tell me, he's still yet coming there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that eagle been laying there for years.
Huh.
Yeah,
That's good to know. I know the pelicans are back
yeah.
in the lake.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was a kid in the 50s, when I left Louisiana, there was pelicans in the lake, but
Mhm.
then they disappeared. Now they're back. So I guess things are getting a little better.
Yeah, you see what it was. Them well-educated people, they thought they know too damn much. They start bringing different stuff down here that we didn't know nothing about. We never had that.
Yeah. Like the nutrient.
Yeah, Nutria and that little thing they bring in. I call it, oh hell, I know it. Hell. I'm trying to call it in. This little thing runs like a Nutria, but it don't go in the water, it stay on high ground. Oh. They brought that over here. But when they brought Nutria, they just ruined this country.
Oh yeah.
They ruined it. I mean, they ruined it. They're trying to get rid of them now. They're trying
Yeah.
to kill them, get rid of them. But they
Yeah.
should have never bring them.
I know. Well, it was a mistake. You know, people make mistakes. But
Yeah, they make a big mistake.
did you ever eat one? You ever eat nutria?
No, I never did like them. I never did try to eat them.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't either. I understand they're not bad.
Many
as
people
far
eat
as
them. They eat
taste.
them.
People
But-
don't want to eat a big rat.
Yeah,
That's it.
people eat anything. I'm telling you, some people eat it.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I don't catch them all right for a high, you know.
Yeah.
Catch them for a high.
You did trap then,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I catch a mink and otter.
Yeah.
I catch a otter, and I skin it, and I bring it to my old lady, the lady I used to work for, and she give me $50 for that otter hide.
Wow.
Yeah,
Not
and she
bad.
has it fixed and use it in the house. You know?
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
yeah. I work for some important people. I work for some good people. I work for doctors, lawyers, priests. I work for a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
And you see, when they come and give me the blueprint to build a house, they give me the print. They tell me, you just go ahead and Billy. And every week we come over and you tell us how much we owe you, we paid you. Yeah, I didn't have to give them no price. No, I didn't have to. They know I was good enough to give them a good job and paying job.
Yeah.
I did that. I worked for people.
That's excellent.
And I built that big two-story building for Mike. I didn't have to give him no price. I built another two-story building for another man in town. I didn't give him no price. I just tell him, I'm gonna charge y'all what I pay my man. That's what I want you to give him.
Did any of your sons work with you?
Yeah, I got one of my boys worked with me. Oh, he worked with me for 30 some odd years.
Mm.
Yeah, I catch him. He was going to school, and I come find out that he was missing school. So I tell him, all right, go to bed. Monday morning, I want you to get up and go with me. No, I'm gonna do that. I said, you're gonna go to work with me. You ain't gonna be hustling out of school. You're gonna go to work. And I bring him to work with me. I start him off with $1 hour. And he worked with me. He worked with me till I retired. He worked with the school with me. He worked with me till I retired. And I had children. I helped all my children in Billy House, you know. I've been Billy House and stuff. Yeah. And I had a bunch of children. I helped them. And I was good to them and everything. And
Yeah. Well, you got some good children, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
and I tell you, my wife, she had that fluid. And that fluid was keeping building up to his heart. And the doctor said it wasn't nothing to do for her because all we had to do is go down and pump it, get the fluid out of her. And me and her used to go out north. We used to go out north every year. Go out there and spend 2-3 weeks. Because we had a boy living in Detroit, you see. And he moved down here now. He had to work for the Grand Lakes out there. And I got tired going up there. Buffalo, New York, we go Acre Falls, and all up in there, all Canada, Chicago.
Yeah.
I tell her, I said, baby, I ain't going up there no more. She said, I'd like to go some more. I said, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put $50,000 in the bank for you to go anytime you want. So I put that. So she took one of them, there were 2 kids with her after she went one more time. And after she came back, she started getting sick, you know. And then she told me, I'm going to do like you, Jack. I ain't going back up there no more. I'm tired. I really got tired going back. And then after the doctor said there was nothing to do for her, I tell her, I said, babe, you know what I want to do? I want to give them children some money while we're living so they think about it. She said, okay, do what you want. And I said, you know what money I'm going to give them? I'm going to give them that money I had put for you to go and travel. She said, you're going to give them my money? I said, yeah. Then I said, we have our money. If I died before you, you have it. If you died before me, we'll have it. She said, all right, do that if you want. She said, don't forget my oldest boy. She had a boy who was 2 years old. She was married before. Then her husband died, and then me and her back then. And so we figured out to give them children. I believe that come to, forgot the lawyers, it come to $4,800 a piece. So we're going to give them that. And all right, we had that oldest boy here. She told me, don't forget him because he was very nice to you, Jack. I said, yeah, he was nice. I helped him build his house and everything. He said, he has helped me and nice for me. He has worked in the field with me and everything, more than one of my other children. My other children never did work much in the field there. Israel like a little field. Yeah. But the other one didn't like that. He tell me, Dad, you don't need to do that. You work, you don't need to do that. I said, that's my hobby.
Yeah, it's a hobby.
I've
That's
been doing
right.
it all my life.
Good.
My wife said, I was old. I tell them I bought a John D tractor and all the equipment to go with it. My wife said, you know, you crazy yet. All them years you've been using horses to do all your plowing and stuff you're going to do. I said, yeah, I'm old now. I don't want to walk behind a horse. I want to
Yeah, I
ride a
know.
tractor.
Yeah, you might as well.
She
If you
said-
got it, you
She
can
said,
do
don't
it.
make sense. I said, well, that's
Yeah.
what I want to do.
What was your wife's name again?
Huh?
Your wife's name?
Antonia.
Antonia. Yeah,
Antonia.
yeah. Miss Antonia. Right.
And boy,
What was her maiden name?
huh?
What was her maiden name?
Antonia, I know, Lewis.
She was a Lewis?
Yeah, Lewis.
Antonia Lewis. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Antonia Lewis, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and her stayed together 60 some odd years. Yeah,
Long time.
yeah. Never was 40, never was 40.
Yeah.
Only time I stay out when I was working in New Orleans, I stay in New Orleans till the weekend and come back home. Yeah. But if I had listened to that lady that I was working for in New Orleans, I'd be millionaire 2-3 times. That woman tried to buy everything for me. And what I do, I come in home and tell my wife about it. And she tell me, you don't need that. What you want to do with that? That's the reason why I tell all young people now, I say, if they see anything they can get, don't tell their wife nothing. Just go ahead and buy it. I said, go ahead and buy it because she's going to find out where you don't need it, you see. That woman tell me one day, she tell me that evening, she said, son, I want you to get up tomorrow morning and go get your car checked out, and I want to carry you over there and show you something. All right, I got everything ready. Next morning, she said, you ready? I said, okay. We went out there in Gentilly. They had all them lots staked out. And lot was 50 by 100, 150, I believe, something like that. They had them all staked out for $150 a lot.
Holy cow.
And
How long ago was that?
ooh, that was a long time, man.
It must have been.
That's where they got all them big buildings at now, all that.
Yeah.
She tell me, son, I can buy you much of them lots you want. And you just give me a little something every time you get a chance. And she said, I can buy you 100 of them for. And I flew around there, I come home, I tell my wife of that. My wife said, what you want to do with the old land? You don't need that. I ain't gonna bring my children them over there. And I flew around and didn't buy it. Yeah. Old Gillows man. He come here, you want to sell me a piece of land? He's from Belgium all the way to State Fork, all the way to the canal. He tell me, I'll let you have that piece of land, son, at that bottom section. It was clean, they had done cut it clean. He said, I'll let you have it for $1,000. Give me what you can now, and catch me when you can. And I had $750 in the house. And boy, when you had $750 in the house, them times,
It's a lot of money.
it was a well-off man. That was during the depression, you know what I'm saying? So I tell my wife, said, no. And I lived to see that they cut pilings and log on that land, then they made millions and millions of dollars on that same land.
Yeah.
Well, I could get it for $1,000. You tell me, give me what you can now and catch me when you can.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, did you buy this land around here?
Yeah, I bought that.
When did you buy this land?
Well, I bought it a good while ago. I paid just $40 an acre for it.
$40 an acre?
Uh-huh.
How many acres you got?
I got 5.
5, yeah.
Yeah.
And I know Israel lives down there. Any other children live right near you?
Yeah, they just live right up here.
Yeah, right down there. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. But your other kids don't.
I tried to get more with them people. They wouldn't let me have it there.
Mm-hmm.
And the man's wife, he called me. He tell me, he said, I had to do a whole lot of work for him. I built a house for him. He tell me, Mr. Jack, I don't like the way they want to do. He said, they keep telling you, they're going to let you have the land, they're going to sell it to you. And I find out that my husband and my brother and his brother say they ain't going to let no colored people have it on the road there. They ain't going to have no colored people have that land on the road.
On what road? Lake?
Yeah, that Lake Road. So when she tell me that, it was too late because I couldn't get my people them to buy it. You understand? And when she tell me that, it was too late.
Why wouldn't they let colored people be on the
I
road?
mean, it was just dirty like that.
Just yeah.
And I worked on the mama house. We put our addition and put it right in front of the firehouse. Is where the fireplace is? Well, the old lady, the house is on this side. Right there, I worked there. I started working with an old colored fella. He's from Africa. Him and his wife and two boys. They was the only people could go to the pool. We couldn't go to the pool and vote.
Why could they?
Huh?
Why would they?
They didn't allow no colors to go in there.
I know, but I know that. But why would they be able to go and you couldn't?
Well, they had their flag. They were from Africa. See, African had their flag, you understand? And they were from Africa.
But they could go vote?
Huh? Yeah, they could go vote.
In America?
Huh?
In America?
Yeah.
Well, how could an African from Africa come vote in America and an African from America couldn't vote in America?
No, but that
doesn't make sense.
They had to let them vote.
Well, I mean, I know that blacks were not allowed to vote.
Yeah.
You know, and because the Indians weren't allowed to vote till 1924. You know, but I never heard of.
I seen an Indian man. I didn't know a whole lot of Indian because my grandma had deal with them Indians, you know. Them Indians would come to my grandma's house every day they about get some coffee and stuff. And that Indian boy, after they found out that they could let Indians to vote, that Indian went to the poll, and an old man, or Will Davis, he went and grabbed that Indian by his neck there. He said, "No, we don't allow you. He said, you belong to the Negro. You can't go and vote."
That was Willie Davis?
Yeah, well, man, Willie Davis. Yeah.
What authority did he have to say that an Indian could not vote?
Yeah, he was a little mad, you know, over here in the corner.
But I mean, he was a mayor?
Yeah. So that Indian grabbed him by the neck there, and that Indian had a little knife in his pocket. You know, Indian all had short hands, you know.
Yeah.
And he grabbed that knife and put his teeth down to open his knife to cut his throat. A bunch of them white fellas come down and pull that Indian off him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, that was a dirty man, that old man Willie. He killed a bunch of people. He killed them and didn't do them nothing.
Yeah, I heard the Davis family stole a lot of land and.
Oh yeah, they took a lot of colored people land.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they ain't got no luck for that.
Yeah.
You know, the good Lord take them.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Did you have any problems with the Davis?
No, I never had no problem with him. I used to work for him, and I had one problem with him. I went there to get my little check, and he tell me, "Nigga, get away from here. I ain't got time to fool with you today." That's all. So I just walk away from him, get away from him. Because I know what he's doing. He just killed you see. And there was nothing to be doing for him. I see he killed a bunch of people, nothing doing for him. He killed his sister, husband, and made his sister say that the man was fighting with him, and the man was trying to kill her. And he the one that killed the man. You know something?
I heard that there was a lot of that kind of shit going on.
Yeah, and why that man was a smart man. And the Davis had their own mill and everything, you see. And he wanted to get in business with them, you understand? And that's why he get rid of them. He didn't want them to get in the business. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard they were mean people. And I know the family that's here now, and you know, they are mean.
Yeah.
Something wrong.
Yeah.
Something wrong with them like that.
And my wife raised all them children because my wife got killed in the sawmill when she was 10 years old. My daddy.
Your wife's daddy got
my wife's daddy.
Yeah, in the Davis sawmill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A big sawmill, they had big sawmills here.
Where was that sawmill?
The sawmill was, you know where they got the park at?
Yeah.
Leave from the park there, going to the bayou. Right straight down there. They had railroad track go down there.
Yeah.
And they had care. Log there by the schooner, log there by the train, log there by ox and everything.
And your wife's daddy got killed in that mill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, it was unloading logs off of the train, you know, off coming up the street. And there's one man on one end and he was on the other end. And they hooked that log, and the man on the other end, his tenor hook got loose. And that log kept rolling, and he rolled on him and bust him all up. That big log, them time, the log was like that, man, them time.
Yeah, that was that yellow pine, that big long needle pine. How big were those trees? They were, because, you know, I remember when I was a kid, about maybe 10, 12 years old, they were still cutting over in Mississippi, the virgin forest.
Yeah.
And I remember it'd take 3 or 4 kids with their arms to get around one of those trees. They were big. They're not like these trees you see now.
They had trees there.
Yeah.
We cut wood all up in Mississippi.
Yeah.
We cut wood for Bill Louis, the mayor in Louis. Bill Louis had a whole lot of land. We cut a whole lot of wood for him. They used to get all that wood by schooner them time.
Yeah.
By schooner, yeah.
Did you ever, you never worked on a schooner though as a deckhand except
I worked a
the
little
one
bit
for the
schooner.
freight?
I had worked a little bit, and then I had lowered the schooner too, you see.
Yeah.
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 But that was hard work on the schooner. You had to load all that wood on there with wheelboard, you know.
With a wheelbarrow?
Yeah. You didn't have no machine to put it up there.
Well, wait. You talking about planks?
No, the wood that cut the shipping yard to use.
Oh, like firewood?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
4 feet wide. 4 feet long. Yeah.
Yeah. You ever make charcoal?
Yeah, I made charcoal myself, yeah.
Yeah. Where you make a rick and then you put mud around it and then let it cook down and make tar and all that? You did that?
Yeah.
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 So the tar comes from like trees?
Yeah, that comes from trees.
I thought it came from oil.
all marine stores, that's what they dip the nets in. They treated rope with it, used it to caulk wooden boats and to coat.
So it was like a pine rosin that got
Yes.
down?
Yeah. Where I live was what they used to do is they'd find a high piece of ground and they'd cut the timber and they'd drag it up and make ricks, you know, pack big area, you know, full of pine logs. Sometimes they were split, sometimes they were just stacked up, and then they packed dirt around it, pack mud in there, and just leave a little hole like up at the top, and then you light it, and it would slow burn for what,
Yeah.
weeks sometimes, huh? And as it cooked down, this black oily tar like would come out, and they'd have a channel cut in the dirt or sometime with planks, you know, and that would go into barrels, and then they'd put that on the schooners
Yeah.
and send it over to New Orleans and ship it elsewhere. And then after it was all done, they'd break it open, and there was the charcoal. And the charcoal was what the bakers in New Orleans used to bake their bread in those
Bread.
ovens, you know, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big bread and all that stuff. Yeah, and then they use that to run the train too, charcoal.
Oh, they did? They use
Yeah.
it for I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They use wood and then charcoal too to
Yeah.
run the train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that, you know, times change, and sometimes for the good, sometimes for the not too good.
Yeah.
But do you think that over your lifetime, I know all your kids, you know, like Raymond,
Yeah.
Israel has gone to college, you know,
Yeah.
become teachers and all. And I'm sure your grandchildren, you have great grandchildren now
Oh, yeah,
too.
great-grandchildren.
Yeah.
And
So
I got children here about all over, you know. I got children,
yeah,
great grandchildren here about all over.
and they all getting a good education.
Oh yeah, they all should.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
I try to send them all to school
Yeah,
because I didn't have the chance. Me, I learned
Right.
mine the hard way.
right.
I started working at 20 cents an hour, building houses, 20 cents an hour, and that old man from Africa, he was smart, man. That man was smart, son of a gun. Both of them. He had two boys. Old lady and old man bought two boys. That man could take a piece of flat steel and beat it up, make a wagon wheel out of it, with shutter and everything. He worked on sawmills, fix sawmill for them people, build all kind of houses. They break and do everything. So I worked for the old man. Started working for him. I worked for 20 cents an hour.
Hmm.
The boys tell me, man, why don't you come work with us? We hauling wood. We make $10, $12 for 12 o'clock. So my wife said, why don't you go try? I went out there one day. I worked out there Monday and Tuesday. And Wednesday, I tell him, I said, I'm going to go work out there half a day for you with you today. And I'm going to give you that half a day for you to get you somebody else to go with you. I said, I ain't going to kill myself pulling that old heavy wood. I'm going to go work where I can learn stuff. And I went and worked back with that old man, 20 cents an hour. First thing he learned me, how to sharpen my handsaw. After he learned me how to sharpen my handsaw, them carpenters, they was getting 35 cents. And good carpenter too, man. And he didn't have no electric saw at that time, nothing but everything was hard, man. Good. So he told me, son, I want to learn you how to sharpen them saws. He said, okay. He learned me how to sharpen them saws, and then I started sharpening all them saws for them carpenters. So he told me, son, you know something? I'm going to give you a raise. I said, I sure need it. He gave me a raise too. 35 cents an hour, just like them carpenters did. Them carpenters was getting 35 cents an hour.
I bet they didn't like that, huh?
Ooh, the old man says, give me that little chap. Same thing we getting. They call me a little chap. They say, you're getting the same thing we getting. And I work for them, Then he started learning me how to put locking doors. Started showing me how to hang doors. And then he learned me how to cut the rice. And boy, he started learning me everything. And then he said, my son, I got a house in Miniville to build. I'm gonna leave it up to you. I'm gonna go there and help you. Me and you put the foundation down. And I help you cut them all the studs and shit. And then I'm gonna leave it up to you for you to go and work all the way through on it. He showed me how to do everything. He showed me how to do it. So I went and worked on that house. I work on that. He told me when you get things ready to raise it up, you pass by the house that evening when you come around off off and tell me I'll bring the crew over. I said, okay. So I worked on it for 2 or 4 weeks, maybe better than that, to get that house because you had to cut everything by hand, you know. So I got all my plate ready and stood, and I had self-flow. So I pass over and I tell him, you can bring the crew over tomorrow. I'm ready to raise. We went over there. He brought the crew over. One of them called me to take one man, 3 man with him. You get on one side of the building. You start nailing the stud. Yeah.
Got it back working again.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you've had an interesting life then.
Oh yeah.
You raised 10 kids, and how
Yeah.
many grandkids do you have?
Oh, I got one boy. You know him. He's teaching school now. Israel.
Who?
And he started counting them great grandchildren one day, and he counted up to 65. And he said, Daddy, I'm tired. I said, I tell you couldn't cut them all. You got to get a computer machine to cut them all.
What do you have like a family tree with all your
I have a bunch of them.
your mother and father and grandfather and all that?
Yeah.
Who was you? Are your people always from this area?
Yeah, all my people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your grandmother and
Yeah, my
everybody?
grandfather. My grandfather, he used to lay brick with they had to lay brick with that old red clay and lime.
Yeah.
They put lime in there. That's why I first lay a brick with him, my old grandfather.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with old lime and get that old clay dirt and put lime in it.
Where
Make it more.
where was the brick pits?
Huh?
Where were the pits? The
pits?
clay pits where you made the bricks.
Oh, they had all kind of pits out where they had made bricks.
I mean around Lacombe?
Yeah. They had a place right back there, right on the other side of the canal. Yeah, they got that old place right there, someplace by where they had made brick at.
Yeah. Well, you know where Gaylord's is, huh? At the end of Boy Scout Road.
Yeah,
You know, there on the bayou.
yeah.
Do you remember if there was a house on that property, or didn't they make bricks there a long time ago?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about on right near in the marsh there
Yeah.
at the end of Boy Scout Road.
Boy Scout Road, yeah.
You know where I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what road it is. You see all there, on Boy Scout Road there, that's where they had bring that freeze acid down there. They got a big cross there.
No, that's Creole Road.
Creole, yeah.
No, I'm talking on the other side of the bayou.
On the other side of the bayou.
Yeah, on, you know where Oak Lawn is, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, on Oak Lawn side, on the east side, the Slidell side.
Yeah.
You know when you go Bayou Parquet Road,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
and you know you go down that it was just a dirt road. The Boy Scouts used to camp out there on the bayou, and they called it
Yeah,
Boy
well, that's
Scout
just the
Road.
place that they had big break there.
Yeah, it may have been
Right down
called
by the
Chutes
Boy Scout
Landing.
tree.
Do you
Boy,
remember?
that's where I had my cattle there.
Yeah, yeah. You used to run your cattle out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you remember of anybody making bricks out there?
No, I wasn't
No.
doing nothing.
Yeah, I
But
think.
I remember when people had stayed there, because I bring my grandma there to deliver babies.
Yeah, who
with
stayed
both,
there?
Huh?
Who was that stayed there?
One of them Charlotte's.
Treadaway, yeah.
Yeah.
Shadow.
Yeah, it wasn't Shadow though. It was
Wasn't
one of the
Shadow?
older Shadow uncle, Shadow mother, brother that killed there.
Well, Marjorie Moran told me that her father used to live there in a house when he was like superintendent for the lumber company.
Yeah.
And she said there was a house there that they rented, that they lived in, that the lumber company owned. And I was just wondering if you remember that.
Oh man, when they had a house, they had a house there, because I used to bring my grandma over there.
But you don't remember who lived there, just Treadway.
Yeah, yeah,
Treadway, yeah.
yeah, and them people there, that's all they had to do, live on the bayou. Them Charterways.
Yeah.
Old man Danny and all of them, old people and all.
Well, now they were Indian, weren't they? Didn't
They was part of it, and
Part
something like
Indian.
that. They was kin to my grandma, all that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You've got some Indian people in your family?
Yeah, there was some, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you see a bunch of my people now, the old ones, they come from Canada. Canada.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the reason why we had to go up there, me and my wife, and talk with them people up there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
What part of Canada?
Oh. Canada, right across from Detroit. Detroit on this side, then you just go across the river,
Mm-hmm.
you're in Canada, yeah.
And those were Indian? Those were the Indian people in your family?
Yeah, that part was ready, yeah.
You don't know what tribe, huh?
Hey. No, I don't know. What's that?
How are you?
Hey, yo, how you doing, man? Yeah, you doing all right?
I'm doing all right. I've been out there looking at all these flocks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You didn't go look at the green?
No.
I was thinking about I supposed to pick some green for you. I've been tied up, though. Back and forth, tied up.
Yeah.
And, you know, I flew around there a couple of weeks ago. I was right there with my tractor, and I had my bush hog blade up, and it fell across my foot here.
Oh, my goodness.
And I was out there, I couldn't get nobody, couldn't get nobody to pull the lever for me or nothing. I called, I couldn't get nothing. So I prayed to the good Lord. I asked the good Lord. To send me real good. And looked like the good Lord tell me, reach that piece of lumber over there. And I just grabbed that piece of lumber there, and I put on the lever, put that piece of lumber, put on the lever, and jump off. I was in there better than half an hour under the tree.
Lord, what, didn't hurt your foot?
Yeah, it was swelled up, man, that big.
Yeah.
I had to wear slip. I just wear shoes on it now. Yeah.
What
You
you
lucky.
doing, Tom? Interviewing?
Yeah. This is for the Library of Congress,
Yeah.
what they call the local Legacies program.
Where your husband?
And,
He don't come with you? No?
How's
I
Barry
got
doing?
some green, you know. But I've been so busy.
Yeah.
Who,
You know, I lost my pet rooster the other day.
Yeah?
My rooster got sick, and I didn't know you could do anything about it. And the man at Community Feed and Seed said, "Oh yeah, they've got medicine you can put in their water."
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know there was anything you could do. I didn't take him to the vet or do anything. He just died. Yeah.
Let's try to get you what. You know, them dogs kill about all my chickens.
Oh.
Them dogs I had way over 100 chickens.
Oh.
Them dogs come here and kill.
Oh.
Yeah. My duck them is pretty, you see them?
They are pretty. Yeah. Yeah. You've got a lot of ducks.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what we're doing. This is Owen Murphy. This lady is Ellen Chance. He took these pictures for this magazine and of the cemetery, you know. So and he did a book on the Creoles of New Orleans. So I asked him to come over and take some pictures and get to know the people. And so I'm interviewing him while he's taking pictures.
Oh yeah. Okay. You don't have any red roosters, huh, Mr. Jack?
Huh?
You got any red roosters?
I just got one.
That's all.
I'm gonna try to get you one. I'll try to get you one. Yeah.
You know where I saw a pretty one a while ago was down by Inez's, by Duke and Sandra's house.
Yeah.
Inez Price? Yeah, I saw a pretty little red one down there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What, you looking to get another one to replace it?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really
I'll give it that a
enjoyed it.
long time ago.
Yeah, you did give it to me. He would be 3 years old, or
Yeah.
4 years old, 5 years old, something like that.
I'll try to get you that one.
Yeah, he got sick. And here I am helping you.
No, it's all right. We're about wound up, I guess. What time you got?
I might be running a little slow, but I have 3:35.
Okay, do you
What-
have to go pick your daughter up or something?
I've got to make it to one of the film labs in the city by 5:30.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess, you know, I appreciate you
Yeah.
talking with me, and
Yeah,
you know,
you
I
come
might,
anytime,
yeah, I'm gonna have to come back.
Yeah.
I know that. You know, if you can think of stuff that you know you'd like to talk about, because it's hard for me to try to, you know, get into your head and find out what you know you thinking and all. But you know, I appreciate you letting us talk with you.
Yeah.
And I'll definitely come back. And I know you got enough pictures that you need, huh?
I think so.
All right. Well, good.
Are you going to go out to your garden?
I can walk out there if you want.
Yeah, if you want, yeah, let's go. That'd make good pictures.
I can walk out there.
Okay.
I gotta get my stick though.
All right.
Where is it, Mr. Jack?
Huh?
Where's your stick? I'll get it for you. Where is it?
Huh?
Where's your stick?
What?
Your stick.
My stick is in the kitchen. I want to grab it.
You want to lean on me?
No, I got it for a while.
All right.
Oh. When you open it, then door, look on the side there.
Turn this on now. Today is December, what is it? 10th. September, December the 10th, 1999. We're in the home of
Lydia Atlow Batiste.
Lydia Atlow Batiste.
That's right.
And how old are you, Miss
You
Batiste?
right now?
Yes, ma'am.
97.
97. Wow. So you were born, what, in
Yeah, that's what.
1902?
1902.
June 16, 1902. Wow. So you've seen a lot of changes and seen a lot in your life.
Mm.
How many children did you have, Miss Batiste?
Well, oh, all my children I'm dead now. I had 16.
How many
There's 3 of us living.
left? Yeah. How many did you have altogether?
She had 15 altogether.
15.
Yeah.
15 children.
15, 16.
16.
Oh, I thought she
Yeah.
And my mama too. They said I take up to my mama. My mama had married 16 children too.
No kidding. Lord have mercy. So they had big families in those days, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But you always had a garden or pigs and animals that you could eat and good hunting too, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Plenty fish.
Yeah. Were you a fisher lady? Did you go fishing?
I didn't like fishing. No. I fished a long time.
Yeah.
My children, they go fishing.
Yes, ma'am. State your name, too.
And they give me.
My name is Diane Batiste Ducree, the daughter of Lydia.
All right.
When I was a little girl, she was a neighborhood doctor. She was like a midwife too. She would know how to make the herbs tea to give people that would help them out, and they would see result right away. She branched off from a mama that was a midwife. Her older sister was a midwife, and so she just followed in that path. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
And she used to raise garden, field, all that's grown up now. And she was a marksman with a rifle and a gun. She used to be a barber. She could make any kind of net you would ask her to make, whether it was a cast net, crawfish net, minnow net, crab net, shrimp net. She could make all of it and didn't teach any of us how to do it.
Oh,
She
shame.
used to play the harmonica, and it would sound like a train on the track. Didn't teach us how to play it.
Well,
Let me ask you this, Mr. Crump. I'm looking at your mother there.
Please don't take
She
my
could
picture
be-
with my hair, not
No.
Okay,
She
good.
could be you look like Indian and she look like Spanish.
Well, let me tell
Yes.
you, let's get back to her mom.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom was half French and half Indian.
You see that on.
yeah.
Her dad had black and everything else mixed in him. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people have mixed heritage. My grandfather was Cherokee.
Yeah.
Well, she's
Yeah.
got Choctaw.
You were Choctaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You resemble.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you look very, very much the high cheekbones.
Yeah.
I bet you were a pretty woman.
She was
Uh-huh.
gorgeous.
I'll
She
bet
used to have
she was.
pictures of herself when she was young. I don't know what she did with her.
Oh, I
What I
hope
say?
you save them.
Let me say
I
a little
don't know where they
something,
are.
Mr. A.
So,
Way back in before all this stuff started in the 1920s. But way back in Lacombe, it was a free society. There was no such a thing as black and white,
Right.
but just people.
Yeah.
So if you were Indian or French or black or whatever you are, nobody never bothered you. They didn't have all this segregation in. So they find out now in 1920, the state of Louisiana started persecuting everybody, but you got so much black, so much Indian and this and that. But before then, you never had all that. So that's how come these people, you got this mixed heritage here. You just live free and nobody never bothered you.
Right.
I thought I'd get that in there so you'll know where we coming from.
that's right.
My
yeah.
daddy used to call her Malata. And when I was a little girl, I didn't understand what that was until after I got
Really,
older.
she's
and
not a
I looked up
mulatto.
and I knew she's not.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Uh-huh.
He just had picked that up from some of them
Yeah.
white people that he waited
Yeah.
or something. Mulatto don't look like it.
I know that.
Mulatto is yellow
Uh-huh.
with bad hair.
Right, I know.
This woman here don't have no resemblance of a mulatto.
And she's got the long flat. I combed that hair yesterday, but this is my first time coming here today. I hadn't been here yet. My older son lived with her.
She never
He's
did.
at my
She
house
never
now.
did make baskets or nothing.
Them Indian baskets.
No, she was a net woman and a hunter. She used to hunt crab, fish.
Yeah.
She did everything.
Yeah, well.
But she didn't weave no basket.
Well,
Maybe her mom did. I
yeah,
don't
maybe
know.
I can see. Well, I know them plenty more people was very talented. But now let me put this in there. We way back when the schooners ran and all that stuff, and maybe every once a week or twice a week from Lacombe to Nouvelle Orleans, which is New Orleans, and they had a lot of stuff that you had to make yourself. So that's how come these. In other words, let's say, invention is the mother of necessity. If you ain't got nothing, you invent it. You go on and make you something, like
Right.
the crab nest.
Right.
Now
She
this,
was good
this
at it.
lady
She
here
was
would
excellent
take a
at it.
piece of cane, this old
Right.
cane, you know, this old bamboo,
Made
and
her
you cut a knitting needle out of it.
Uh-huh.
Might take you 8 or 10 days to make that needle, and that's what you make them nets with. I got
Exactly.
one over there by the house. I need to show this man.
Uh-huh.
And then you make the net, then you go crab, and then you can catch you something to eat. We never had no industry here.
One important thing about her, she's been smoking a pipe since she was 9 years old, and she's still smoking.
Do you still smoke a pipe? Yeah. Ah.
Still smoke her pipe.
A corn cob pipe?
No, I buy them in the store. for
You
her.
buy them in the store? Well, you can. Yeah, I'd like to see.
You still parlez-vous Creole?
Mais oui, mais il parle parler avec moi.
Ah, yeah.
Why are you talking like that to me?
Most of the more people let quit talking now.
You used to tell you, don't go and give them your name. I said, don't tell me don't do it. I said, I'm going to do it right off. I said, oh, I'm doing it out of the way. And one day, a check came for me, you know. I said, give it to me. He said, I said, that's not for me. She said, no, her husband said, no, you got to bring that by my wife first. I said, what do you follow? She don't know nothing. She don't know, and that is me. And you went and signed for the people. I said, sure, I'll follow it.
She's talking about my sister that died.
They can't kill me. I told her, I said, they can't kill me. She said, well, when they come bring police for you, I said, damn the police. I said, there ain't no police to right, y'all. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there ain't no police.
No Creole and
And
Indian. Was there too, you know.
I know.
Oh,
What's he say?
his wife,
That's the reason I asked you that,
Well,
because
he died last
before
year.
you away.
Oh, yeah.
She looks Spanish,
My
but she looks more
daughter-
Indian than Spanish. You remember old Miss Matilda and them?
so I said, like, you have to,
French.
he told me,
But she is, that Indian is showing up.
Renee, you know Renee Parker? He's the one, he wanted, he didn't want to give me that check. I said, don't y'all take my check. He took my check. Bring him back over there by her. She said, I don't know what that is. I said, I know. Y'all better give me my check. I said, that's a month.
That's it.
Tell me add Lou. I said, it's mine. I said, you remember when y'all tell me don't you sign my name never for nobody. I said, I tell you, I didn't care. He got his sign. I said, when I find out I have a check.
That was about 15 years ago, and there was an insurance policy she was cashing in. Okay, yeah, baby.
Diane,
I'm sorry, I told
tell
everybody, baby.
Tom something about your father. Because I know he was a schooner man, he worked on old schooners.
Yeah, my dad and everybody call him June Batiste down here. His nickname was Pud, but his right name was James Batiste. He was born 1899, January 28, 1890, and he died August the 3rd, 1972 at the age of 82, but he didn't look a day older than 56 years old. He looked real well, but old age got him. But then before I was in this world, he was the captain of a schooner down here. And he was the one that he could make nets like her. He was a marksman, but she was better than him. Okay, like shooting anything they had, and so he could make axe handle, shovel handle, plow handle, gun handle, like you see him in the store. But didn't teach any of us the trade. He would make his own skiff, his own pirogue, his own wagon wheel. He made the whole thing and didn't teach any of us the trade, okay?
That's a
One
shame.
He
Why
was
not?
excellent
One other
at-
thing you
at-
forgot, he was the ace making them old mud chimney.
Oh, that's right. I
Oh,
forgot
yeah,
about that.
yeah.
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 With that yellow clay and
Right,
the moss.
pack it.
Because
Yeah.
we used to eat a
Poles.
lot of yeast bread.
It took 4 posts.
A lot of what?
Yeast bread. That's what the oven was for. People call that rising bread, light bread, but you make it with yeast to
Yeah.
make it rise.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
And he made that, and my mama used to cook all the bread in that oven. We used to have a lot of goats, but during the years, people kill them out. Bad kids, they kill them out. We used to live off of goat, chicken, duck, hog, and everything in the garden and the field.
Poisson.
And fish. Yeah, we used to fish a lot. Poisson is fish.
Poisson? See?
You know that
Oui.
stuff.
Oh, the
Yeah.
palais créole aussi?
No, un petit.
Antigua.
Un petit, non. Un mot.
But you speak Creole?
I can understand a little bit, but
Okay. We used to fish a lot, and we used to, like I said, my daddy used to go hunt with the rest of the gang when I was a little girl that I remember. And he would come back with a sack of poodle and a half a sack of wild duck. Once in a while a goose, I'm talking about geese. Once in a while a goose. And a lot of other stuff that was edible, you know. Some of the things I ate, some of the things I didn't eat. My daddy loved possum and marsh rat, and I couldn't stand that. A lot of stuff he ate, I didn't eat, okay? But anyway, he used to plow. He worked in the sawmill for whoever had a sawmill. The one I remember was Willie Davis. After Willie Davis, it was Billy Davis, then somebody named Shorty, Mr. Peter. A little short white man about like so.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking color now. And he used to work like I'm for real, okay?
No, but I mean,
The way I
look,
said it.
you got to. Yeah, that helps identify who
Right.
you are. I mean, you
Right.
are what you are. You know, I
Right,
mean,
right.
nothing.
But anyway, he used to put 8 hours in the sawmill. He used to work behind the edge saw.
What?
You know what I'm talking
Edge.
about. The edge saw.
Edge saw, what's that?
That's the saw that would trim everything
When
in
the
the
plank
sawmill.
come
when
off of the
logs go
carriage,
in.
It's got to be edge, it's got to be
Right.
squared.
Yeah,
So it
I
runs through
understand.
what they call the edging saw.
Uh-huh,
And it squares that bark off of both sides.
right.
The 2 strips go on the strip chain and go out to the sawdust
And
pile
most
where
of
they
the
burn
time they
it.
got dumped in the dip first.
And then that
Then
board go
out
down
to
into the
wherever they
dip.
had to go.
And they pull it out of the dipping vat and put it on a green line. Then they had a bunch of old 2-wheel dump carts out there. Put that lumber on that dump cart, and the man would come with a mule and pull it out on the yard. And they had a bunch of laborers for what they call bee stacking. You stack it up in bees where the wind could blow through that wind dry. That was
Looks sort of like an
before they had
NNTP.
The kills.
the
to
kill,
dry,
the
yeah.
dry kill.
what did they dip it in?
Huh?
What was it that they
It's
did?
I don't know.
it was
They had a big
preservative
salt
that
that
they
they
had
did.
any kind of bugs or anything in there to kill the insects. It's a big vat, the kind of chemicals they had in it. And when you pull it out, you'd have to have gloves, keep it stuff from
Right.
getting on. And that lay stay out there about 6 months, then they'd take it to the planer mill and plane it and then ship it off to New Orleans on the schooner, the Edna Brown, the Eureka, Josephine Mesquite, the the Bonneville car, the Fred Gross.
They had a Winnie Davis schooner too.
Yeah, Winnie Davis was
Yeah.
one of them, yeah.
I don't know the name my daddy used to pilot. I don't know the name of it.
But he
I
was
think
a
your daddy
schooner
used-
pilot.
I think your
Right?
daddy,
Yeah, he was.
I think your daddy worked on old Eureka for Matu Cruiser, and he might have been captain for Matu Cruiser, old Eureka. Or maybe my uncle Blair Cruiser and had on the Edna Brown. He was either one of them two. Or he might have been on the bumper car, because on the Norm Batiste had on it. Probably was the bumper car, because the Norm was probably his uncle or something. Or,
No,
huh?
that was his oldest brother.
No.
Yeah, the Norm Batiste.
Well, that was
yeah.
probably the one that he was on, because the Norm had on the bumper car. You see, it's before me and you
Wait,
time.
yeah, but you see, he's got me by a lot of years.
Mhm.
Not that
Well, I remember
many,
that.
Yeah,
I knew the Norm had on the bumper car.
Yeah.
I just
But that's probably the
remember.
one he was the captain of.
Yeah, I just barely remember back to Dillon when they had that old mill back where they had that the bank or the telephone.
Right
place
there with the
somewhere
bank
around in
is, I
there.
told him that.
I was a little bitty girl, like so I wasn't even in school, but I
Dean
remember.
Anthony Williams went way over there. I think he was paying 20, 25 cents an hour. Willie Davis give us a grocery order to go by Haydale and get groceries. I told him, I said, Mr. Willie, I live with my mama and I got a girlfriend. I don't need no grocery.
Right, you need the money.
So, yeah, you know right there where that little old hamburger stand is now? That was his office there.
Yeah, they set a
But-
big oak tree there
But
too.
that was before that. He
Right.
had old filling station there. Remember
Right.
that old big filling station?
Right.
That little office in there. He said, that old Miss Moran, that Miss Margie was his secretary. He said, well, he said, son, you gotta wait till we sell the lumber. You know we not that wealthy. Well, you working people, you ought to have money to pay them, Mr. Willie.
Right.
So, what you plan on doing? I said, well, if I don't get paid, I'm not coming back money. And they had us right up there where that butt saw is and kitchen that lumber. Me and Anthony Williams, remember Anthony Williams? And Bubby Lou Paul.
Yeah.
So I said, we quit. So he said, old man Davis had a funny voice. I'm going to try to mimic. He said, oh, Margie, what's that, Pa? You think you can find some money to pay them boys? He said, because if they don't get paid, they're going to quit. He said, yeah, Papa, we can pay them. It was about $8 or $10. It's like we was killing them, you know.
Yeah.
But hell, we wanted our money. Used to have them little Saturday night balls on you, violin and a guitar. Sandsville Johnson and them different ones would play. And go dance with a girl, you had to treat her. It was a nickel. If I liked this lady up, I was all young, I'd go and ask her to dance, and as she danced with her, I had to treat her. So if I made 5 dances that night, hell, that cost me 25 cents. That was killing me.
So you needed the money
Oh,
if you were gonna boogie. Yeah. Yeah. Did you like to dance, Miss Batiste? Did you like to dance?
She loved it.
Yeah.
She loved it. She said when
All
she was
right.
young, she used to win all the prizes.
Mr.
She used to
No,
win
I'm
Charleston
all
and
right.
everything else.
Mr. Two, you remember the shorties?
Uh-huh.
You remember they had old dance they had to call the shorties?
Yeah.
And remember they had one they called the mazurka?
She remember all that.
I don't know now
She
about
probably
the
don't forget it
book.
now.
Yeah, you know about the shorties, though, huh?
Yeah.
About the waltz?
I know about
Oh, I can waltz now.
about the David playing.
Well, look, I got my wife over there. Deanne can help y'all with this interview here.
Right name
All right.
Diane.
Yeah, Diane.
Nickname Deanne.
Yeah.
Right name Diane.
Yeah, well, we call it.
You want to get back to my daddy now?
Yes, ma'am.
My daddy had a mule that was born in 1942, and he used to plow with that mule. He called that mule Helen, after the woman that discovered the mule in the pasture. Okay, so that mule nickname was Little Baby. And
This day,
that mule for years and years. That mule was 40-some years old, and then that mule broke out and was free. And some man shot that mule with a rifle. My daddy started going down after that. The mule died. Got several vets, they couldn't save her. The mule died. He started going down
We
after
had
that.
to go
He died
to buy
after that.
grocery by cotton.
You think?
And we were getting on them, you know, and he had to watch it. And he cut the ham. Okay. He was cutting ham, and then young man, take. He said, well, what's the matter? I ain't gonna never have a pound or something. I don't know. Because I ain't been there. You had the job, I told him. And they was just taking, stealing, you know. They were stealing.
All right, Peter,
right.
you gonna be back up there by the house?
Miss Dupree gonna help you all.
Okay, but I mean, you going back up by Scott's
Right
house?
by Scott.
Okay, well, I'm gonna come by there after I finish here, and then we can, you can bring it down.
He
You
has a
This corner
cat.
on a bad day. You help him out with this.
can bring me to
Tell him
Sam,
about,
huh?
you tell Tom that the reason that we use midwives, I
You
the
know
doctor
me,
was in
you know me
Mandeville.
good.
Right.
Dr. Payne, we had one doctor.
I called
And
me
if
and
he came down,
Mr.
you
Two.
charged just five
Yeah.
dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't have no money. That's how come we
You
had to,
give him something.
Yeah.
huh?
They had
Something of
come
what you have,
and to
like, some of your
old
potatoes,
your
we
nuts
are
and
there.
stuff.
But you still had to pay him. But
And
that's the reason
they had told
they
me,
got so
we
famous
make
with their wives and
some
everything.
of
We had to
them
depend
bread.
on them because we
You
never had
know
no
how to
money.
make bread? I
Probably
said,
they were
yeah.
just as good as the doctor.
Oh, I can make first class bread. He said, well,
They're still with, like
I got to tell him, he said, I got to tell him.
I said, you send you
I
the.
said, you a bread and church. I said, that's right, I know how to make, that's the one thing I can do.
$38.
I don't know how you
Light bread.
you eat them, mama.
What? Make what?
Light bread.
Light bread.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You just, rise that dough, and after you put it inside. Don't put it
Oh,
outside.
they gave me that?
But that old lady would had a market.
Children, they
Yeah,
put
all
oil,
the
go
evening.
flip
Tell
out
that
that.
she had all her roots and herbs and everything.
Yeah,
Like the stool.
I can't read them make them bread no more. I say, I do make it,
Chicken, doesn't eat.
but I don't put it where y'all
Well,
can
let
take
me
it.
take that over there, son.
Oh,
Right?
She can make some of the worst old people double.
He just got a son in the city.
whatever. That
You
midwife
stay in the
told
city, eh?
That's what you
Yeah, I
did.
live in New Orleans.
You had no taste. So
His name is Owen.
go on and take
Huh?
that medicine.
His name is Owen.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Owen.
This is gonna
See,
be very
he
important.
was the one that did this.
Oh, yeah.
He made all these photographs for this magazine of the Lacombe cemeteries with all the Creole families and all. So that's why I wanted him to meet you, because you born 1902. You probably one of the oldest people in Lacombe. And you lived here all your life?
Yeah.
No, for free.
And your grandma and grandpa lived here before you? Would it,
Oh, my, they're gone.
I know they're gone, but what was your grandpa's name?
My grandpa.
Your grandpa?
Julian.
Julian?
Lagarde. Julian Lagarde.
Julian Lagarde.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Julian Lagarde, not your grandpa. I don't know him. Because her mama is a Torriganer and her daddy is her mama was a Torriganer. Okay.
Torragana.
Uh-huh. And her daddy was an outlaw. But from that, I don't know anybody else. You see, those old people had French name, and when I asked, I was a little bitty girl like that, they told me I couldn't write that down. They didn't know how to spell it, because most of them couldn't read, okay?
Yeah.
But her daddy, her grandpa wasn't no Lord. She
So
don't remember her grandpa.
Torragana. Well, you know, that,
On her mama's side, her grandpa got to be a Torriganer. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Since her mama was a Torriganer.
yeah.
And like on her daddy's side, he's got to be an outlaw since
Outlaw,
her daddy
yeah.
was an outlaw, okay?
Well, what kind of name is Torragana?
French.
That's French?
Yeah.
Okay, see, that sounds Spanish to me. It
was a
sounds
big
like
print
it's
that I
Spanish,
know of.
but okay. And that low, that's a,
Right.